If you can see, there it is. Oh, why am I oriented this way? Okay, either which way this works. Hi everyone. How are you? It's what 5:45 a.m. here. Probably about 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. I wanted to come on here and do this live to share um, to share with you some excellent news. And I wanted to give you some tips and some pointers for your own journey and what you need to accomplish going forward and how you can accomplish it. So, like the title says, there is huge opportunities for you here in Tanzania. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking specifically about the opportunities that I offer through my company. We offer residencies for those who are seeking to relocate and invest in Tanzania. My company is certified by the Tanzanian Investment Center. And so we are able to offer legal residencies for those who are investors in our company, those who are seeking to move to Tanzania. So that's what I mean by the topic. But I want to also share, with those who have been with me for a long time. So, and those who have never seen me before, my name is Renee. I moved here about 5 years ago with my then 4-year-old by myself. I didn't know anyone, didn't have any friends, didn't have anyone here to meet me at the airport. And I documented all of that on this channel. So you're able to go back to the very beginning videos on this channel and you can see my journey here in Africa, tried and true. I started the channel in Qatar and you can see my entire experience talking about bringing my ancestors and bringing their blood back to Africa. And in that time, since I've been here, I realized that I was not on my own journey. I was carrying so many people along with me, those who have already passed on and those who are yet to come. And I found an opportunity here in Tanzania that I did not expect. I didn't expect that I would get involved with sea moss. I didn't expect that I would get involved in seaweed. I didn't see that one coming. I had prepared myself so diligently to move to Tanzania, move to Africa. And so I came with a plethora of skills. And I've been investing in myself for years and years and years. And when I found seaweed here or sea moss, I started a company with some other diasporans. And, we registered at the Tanzanian Investment Center. And it has been an interesting journey, to say the least. But I am so glad to share with you that I am at the end of a very long and strange tunnel. And I have been permitted my grants, and I had struggles with gaining land to do my business. I have been allowed a certain amount of land to do my business. I don't even know how to put that in words of how ecstatic I am. But what I will tell you is Tanzania is a place that needs you to be patient. They need to see that you are here for Tanzania, you're here for Africa. They need to see that you are not running away from America, but running to Africa. And you have the skills and the talents and the gifts that you can make a significant difference. And when they see that, they also, they need time to see that, obviously. And when you go through a certain experience that requires long patience, like I said, I've always been playing the long game. The way how I structured my company is to provide opportunities for the diasporans, the Tanzanians, and the Tanzanian people, that we can all, find wealth and prosperity together if we work together. And that word together has been the key challenge, because whereas in Tanzania, there is a country philosophy of umoja, which is community or working together. And it is entrenched on so many levels, down to the government, down to how the people work with each other, communicate with each other. It is deeply entrenched in them. And so for some people outside looking in, they don't understand, and they try to impose some foreign philosophies to the Tanzanian people, which don't work. Like in the West, we are conditioned to believe that Christians and Muslims cannot live together. In Tanzania, your nationality comes before your religion. Therefore, and your family comes before your religion. Therefore, you have families intermarrying with Christians and Muslims, and for me, those of you who have watched and seen my story, that's like, wow, I literally am here as a religious refugee because I was attacked because I had differing religious views from my family. And so those things are very valuable to me. So, needless to say, I found home. I found home in Tanzania. I found opportunity in Tanzania, and I had to work for it. I had to work for it. Me work, and yes, I am Jamaican, for if you're just seeing me for the first time. I had to work for it. I had to work for it. I had to lose sleep for it. I had to lose some things for it. I had to let go of certain things for it. I had to let go of myself. I had to let go of my beliefs. I had to let go of my ideas that were wrong thinking and wrong thought. I had to challenge myself. I had to overcome a lot of different things. I had to make sacrifices. I had to see the light at the end of the tunnel when everybody was saying, Renee, it's dark, turn off the lights. I had to say, no, there is light. All I have to do is keep shuffling in the dark, and I'll get closer and closer to it. And I'm so happy to say that I am at the light. I have received the light. I have achieved something so special and so beautiful. It is going to affect Tanzanians and the diaspora. They will never look at us the same ever again. They are going to have to make certain changes with how they receive us and how they work with us because of what I've done. And I've had to stick my neck out, and I've had to stand in crowded rooms, and I've had to advocate for myself and for those who are looking to repatriate to Africa with a real genuine love and real intention for the development and the support of Africa. And I am just one person, but I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. And I'm going to tell you that some of the most important things that you're going to encounter on your journey of success is you're going to have to hold tight to your vision. And when you're holding tight to your vision, people are going to say things. They're going to negate you. They're going to, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're an unmarried woman, people are going to try to ascribe certain identities to you that aren't true, but you have to take it. What are you going to do? You can't fight every battle, and you can't put out every fire, and you can't walk around with a chip on your shoulder trying to prove everyone wrong. Okay? So you have to have an internal philosophy, like a guided missile, to say, that's not relevant to this conversation. That's not relevant to this conversation. I need to go straight ahead. And that comes down to your personal philosophy that you cannot victimize yourself. You cannot allow other people to victimize you. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay, I see Grace to Court. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yes, we're live. We are live. So you can't allow other people to you can't accept what someone has done to you as your badge, as your you don't put it on your shoulder, don't put it on your stripe, don't accept what anybody has done to you and call that your identity. It is not your identity. It's a decision that individuals on their own came up with themselves and made a decision about you themselves that had nothing to do with you or your identity. Therefore, you cannot allow people who cannot see your vision, who can't understand or begin to comprehend where you're coming from, to turn around and give you your identity. So do not allow yourselves to be victimized by anyone, especially yourself. Don't allow something that happened to you to shape you, to form you, or misfigure you in such a way that you no longer recognize who you are. Do not allow small-minded people to take away a big vision. It's your vision. I saw someone else said, stop expecting other people to understand your call. It wasn't a conference call. God gave it to you. So it's your responsibility to carry it. I'm telling you something, I'm gonna carry this thing. It was so heavy and it was so big and it was so unimaginable for anyone else that I carried it quietly until the opportunity presented itself. And when I saw it, I said, okay, now is the time. And I locked myself inside this very room for weeks that turned out over a month. And I prepared the plan of my life. And when I sent it, I wept because I knew that the answer was yes. And the answer came back within 2 weeks, yes. And this week I received the formal response, yes. But in order to achieve that, of course, there is certain processes that I need to go through. And it's just this part that calls on my strength because I've carried it so far. I have to have the vision that I didn't get this far not to get there. So I am there. I've received every single thing that I set out to achieve. And for those of you who are investors in the company, I have not yet sent this information. It is very, very sensitive. There are only a few people who actually know. It is extremely sensitive. It's sensitive to me, especially that it's what I've been working for come to fruition, and it's in black and white. And, you know, how do you convey to people who gave you up for dead that, look, I'm still alive? It's very hard because there's some people who don't want to be wrong. There are people who will make a decision about you, and when you continuously prove them wrong, you are flying in their face of judgment. And so when you do consistently outshine everyone's low expectation of you, you will expect that there will be backlash. And that is one of the key lessons that I want to talk to you about in life. When you are working on your goal, if your goal does not use you up, every single fiber of you, every experience that you had, everything that you know, if it doesn't use you up and consume you, you are working on the wrong thing. You need to have goals that completely use everything in you, every truth, every kernel of your memories, every kernel of your experience, the things that you loved, that impressed you, that made you understand your place in life. You need to pursue those big projects. When you pursue those big projects, you will encounter small stones. Step over them, sweep them out of your way, and keep moving. If you are drawing up hundreds of thousands of people behind you, you have to push through. You cannot allow small things to stop you when you're working on big things that make big impact for many people. And people are going to call you out. They're going to call you names. They're going to call you out of your name. They're going to ascribe labels to you. They're going to say things. They're going to say that. They're going to come up with their own ideas of who you are. But they have never had a vision. They themselves have never had a dream, or they've never been brave enough to imagine a vision or a dream or a world where they can actually exist. And so you fly in their face each and every single time you achieve your goals. So for me, the things that I've accomplished, sometimes I keep them quiet, and I do it on purpose. And it has always been that way. There are things that I've won that I don't tell anybody. I cut it out of the newspaper. I put it in my scrapbook because I don't need any extra heat. I don't need any extra eyes. I don't want to walk around beating a drum. Oh, that's only going to attract more demons. What I needed to do was to work quietly until I got to the place where I knew, where I had exactly what I needed that will make the most impact for the most people. That is what I need for my legacy. That is what I need for my achievement. I don't want to be attached to things that do not help the most people. And I'm so very happy that through seaweed or sea moss, brought me into the direction that I needed to be in. I am so grateful for the experiences, the things that were denied, the people that betrayed, the bad along with the good. It was like a symphony, like all of the different pieces of the orchestra all played a role to make this beautiful song, this beautiful piece of music that we now have. Okay? So I needed to work quietly. For about a year and a half, I've been off of YouTube. It doesn't mean that I was quiet or sleeping. It means that I needed that time and I needed that silence so that I could internalize and refocus my attention on the thing that I believe mattered most. And by the end of 2024, on December the 31st, until the last day of the year, So that proved to me that that time that I took to heal, ingest, process, and articulate the important and valuable message landed how it should have landed. And had everything worked out exactly how I wanted it to in that moment, I would have never had the time or the quiet or the audacity or the vision to collect the little secrets and put them all together to create one masterpiece. So the next thing I want to tell you is, as you're working on your journey, is learn to let go. Let go of things, let go of people, let go of titles, let go of names, let go of identities, let go of things that you have put on yourself. Let go of anything that is holding you down. When you have a vision that you're working on, if you've ever caught a butterfly, it's not like catching a butterfly. The vision is the dust on the wing of a butterfly. That's what your vision is. It's nothing. It's all in your mind. It's all psychological. How you receive it, how you perceive it, and how you carry it. It is almost invisible. The only person who can see it is you. If you've ever caught a butterfly and it leaves this dust on your finger and you try to show it to someone else, it's like they can hardly see it. And you try to explain to someone, oh my God, I caught this big, beautiful butterfly. Well, we can't see it. It's gone. They're going to tell you you're making it up. But you can see that dust on your fingertips. So you know it was there, and you know you caught it, and you know what you saw. And if you know what you saw, you don't let anyone else tell you. You keep working and planting and growing until you can build a big old butterfly bush, and you can attract many butterflies. And you can tell someone finally, I knew there were butterflies here. See, look what we caught. And let me tell you, we caught a butterfly. So learn to let go of the things, of the people, of the circumstances, of anything that is holding you back, weighing you down, that does not serve your greatest purpose. You see, the thing with me is I don't believe that anything that happened to me was working against me. Everything that happened to me was actually happening for me. And I knew it in that moment, every single moment. And this is why you'll see some things that I've recorded, because I knew in that moment, every single moment, what was happening. This is me. There is no hindsight. There is now. There is no future. There is now. In the moment, you have to hold on to the valuable lesson that you're seeing, that you're receiving, that you're getting in the moment. You have to know what you are seeing. You cannot use something that happened to you in the past to try to run after, to affect you in the future, unless you would need it to. What do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, you had an experience in school or you had a work experience. Of course, you can always turn back to that experience and say, I know this. I've seen this before. I can create this same situation or the same thing here. And this is how we do it. But you cannot use anything that is negative to apply it to your now or your future, because it is not going to be productive, because not all situations are the same. So that brings me back to the next point that I have here, which is use yourself. Use yourself. Use every single thing that have interested you, that has pushed you to go further, to get education, to get knowledge, to gain wisdom, to have agency. Use yourself, because someone, if you can look at yourself and say, well, someone will pay me $200,000 a year. Someone will pay me $200,000 a year. That means I'm worth $1 million. Because you will only get a fraction of your worth from any employer. So if you can analyze what you are valued at in the marketplace, and then put your skills together and articulate that, you can see how valuable you are. So why shouldn't you use yourself? Why shouldn't you use your own education, your own skills, your own talents to achieve the things that you need to achieve? Use yourself, enrich yourself, grow yourself. The next thing I have, the last thing, is work towards your highest good for as many people as you possibly can. Your life should affect as many people as possible. Your life itself should serve as impact. And where you spend your life says a lot about what you can achieve in life. If you spend your life obsessed with a place that is consistently trying to belittle you, berate you, tell you that you're not valuable, tell you that you're not worth anything, underpay you, undermine you, obsessed with locking up people, obsessed with taking advantage of people, obsessed with slavery, obsessed with so many things of cheating and taking advantage. If you are in that society that is obsessed with the idea of holding you back and keeping you down so that they can take full advantage of your naivety or full advantage of your ignorance, you are in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. If you are living in a culture that does not value where you live, how you live, what kind of food you have access to, your mental well-being, your children, your protections at every turn in that society, and I'm speaking about America, in every turn in America, or in the West rather, there is an opportunity to devalue you. There is an opportunity to dehumanize you. There is an opportunity to overlook you. There is an opportunity to deny you. And so when you are caught up every single day fighting just to be seen as equal, fighting just to be recognized as human, fighting just to be valuable or valued in the society that is rubber stamped to devalue everyone, you will miss your goal. You will miss your calling. You will miss your opportunities. You will miss the beautiful things that you came to this planet to achieve. You will certainly miss it because your day-to-day life is caught up in material things. And year after year, you're going to find yourself aging without actually achieving. That is dangerous. It is against your purpose, your spiritual purpose. It is against why you were created and placed on this planet. It is inhuman. It is demonic to rob you and suck the life out of you. Suck everything it can out of you materialistically and psychologically, and put you in a position where you don't even know who you are anymore. So if you can go somewhere, if you are ready to leave the United States, and if you're ready to invest in Africa, even if you're not ready to go, invest with me. Invest in my company, the East Africa Seaweed Company. We have just received amazing, amazing news. There are wonderful things that are happening. I have every reason to be joyous, but I want as many people who can, who recognize that there is better things. There are better things out there in the world. I need as many people who can see that Africa is the answer. So I'm going to keep making these lives, and I'm going to be hosting a meeting this same time tomorrow. So I'm going to be hosting a meeting that will be let's see, the 17th, the 18th. Yes, I'll be hosting a meeting on the 18th of January at, let's see, let me look at the time. That will be 8 p.m. Eastern time. So for those of you who are interested in joining me for that meeting, let me send you a message. Oh, thank you so much. Let me send you a message. Let me see here. Okay, but in this chat, and sometimes you can't see the chat. Let's see. Can I add a? They've changed a lot of things on the streaming site that I use. Okay. All right. How can I add an item? Comment? Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So my email address is exodusafrica1@gmail.com. That's XODUS the numeral 1@gmail.com. And it's also in the community section of this channel. So if you'd like to get in touch with me, go into the community section of the channel, and you will have all of my contacts, my email address, and information there. Thank you so much. Coach Neil says she's inspired by my journey. You're very welcome. And Grace is greeting everyone. Yes. So there are plenty of opportunities. It is for you to stand tall and stand firm in your beliefs, and do so as humbly as possible, as quietly as possible. And don't victimize yourself. Don't allow anyone to make you into a victim. Learn to let go of things that are weighing you down, that are not valuable to you, and use yourself. And yes, there will be a book. I needed this part to be a chapter in the book. I needed this part of the success. I needed to hit that part so that I will be able to put the full journey in the book. And for those of you who are seeking some kind of inspirational book from me now, my adult coloring book is on Amazon. It's called Queen Manifesting's Seas of Prosperity. And it has a lot of relaxation activities, essays, worksheets, affirmations, and quotes to achieve healing, health, and abundance. So this is the cover. So I worked on it myself. Oh, can I? Okay, there it is. And that's the front. And this is the back. Yes. So let me share with you some of the so I have quotes in here from a lot of inspirational women. And let's see, I have from Cicely Tyson. You know, so I've had this on Amazon for quite some time now, but I've never shared it with anyone. When I'm working on my projects, I find myself working, you know, coloring JoJo's coloring books, and it helps me to relax. So I thought, okay, I'll make an adult coloring book. And so this is one of the things, you know. So I'm into basically, and I also have let me show you. I just found this. So I'm into tapping into your own journey, your own strength, right? And so I have places for affirmations. Come on. I have places for affirmations and self-reflection log. Let's see, am I going the right way? Okay. And then I made these puzzles. So it's an adult activity books. And so I also have these puzzles that I made, and it's about finding your strengths. And so it's called the Queen Manifesting Seas of Prosperity Afro Mermaid Adult Coloring Book and Success Guide. So and I also have you know, self-care and your self-care balance sheet. And these are something that I put together myself, just so I had a way of expressing the things that were inside of myself, to hold on to my feminine energy, my creativity, and something that I could give people if they wanted to you know, guide themselves. And so this is my new business decision worksheet. That's all in here, and business pros and cons. And so it's on Amazon right now. For those of you who are inspired by my journey and are looking for something to, you know, to pick up. And then I have in another section, I have Money Matters. And in the Money Matters, it's about manifesting money, and a lot of these I also have my own private, I have my own writings. And so this is one called I Am Fortunate. So let me read it to you. And on the Instagram account, I've made a lot of like videos that go along with it. So in the Money Matters section, I deal primarily with really articulating with yourself about your own fortune, because you're as rich or as poor. I genuinely believe that you are as rich or as poor as you make yourself to be, or as you think, or as you feel yourself to be. And everything around us is energy. Every single thing around us is energy. So if you think about it, money is energy. You are energy. Your food is energy. Everything is energy. And we all vibrate through with electricity. So energy means electricity, right? And so as long as it's matter, it's exuding some pulse of energy. And so the things that you say uh travels on a frequency that brings you the things that you are speaking of. And this is why the Bible, the very first thing in the Bible is a vibration, a word vibration that says, the Lord said, let there be light. And there was light. So why can't you say also? Because surely the Bible does say, I think Psalms 81 says that you are God's. So come on, y'all, let's talk. So let me give you some of this is my poem here. So I said, my positive frequency channels my good fortune over waves of my verbal vibrations. Anything I want, I already have. I hold it first in my heart and then in my hands. From my speech, I reach over land, ocean, and sea, over the mountains, down the valleys, and through the trees. I pull with a magnetism no one can see, but my thoughts are so effective, like the humming of bees. My words and my works make a life as sweet as honey. I shall not fear, because I shall not want, as my pockets are always filled with money. I draw it to me, all the good and all the great. Fortune drizzles in my life like gold dust and will never dissipate. My frequency is favorable to blessings and prosperity. Therefore, I watch what I think and say and guard my words carefully. This is why I'm called favored and blessed. Manifesting frequency is in harmony, and therefore I am always fortunate. Okay? So I also have money manifestation affirmations. So and it was essential to me to have the mermaids represented as Afro-Caribbean, African Americans, with our kind of features, with their own lips, their eyes, their hair, anything that represents them properly, represents us properly as women of color. So it's something that I'm proud of, and I did not have the book in my hand before to share it, but I do now. So I'm so happy that y'all are getting an opportunity to see what's going on. So in any event, there is a lot of reasons for me to be very joyful. I have received what I've been working on and more. You know, sometimes when you don't get what you want, if you allow yourself to wallow, you will miss what you're supposed to have. Because what I have now, what I've been granted now, is more than what I wanted. I thought I wanted something, but what I've received is far more valuable than what I thought I wanted, what I spent all of my time being mopey about, what I groaned about. I thought I wanted it, but this, this is far, far, far more superior in every which way. And what I thought I wanted that I didn't get, that was only for my company, but this that I've received is for my company, Tanzanians, all of the people in Dar es Salaam. This is a transformative project, and it came from me. And I know, coming from me as someone who is from the diaspora, I'm coming from Jamaica, I'm coming from America. I represent both worlds. I represent the Afro-Caribbean world and the African-American world. I was born in Jamaica, but a lot of America has shaped a lot of my experiences and a lot of my worldviews and a lot of my views concerning Black people. It's like this, Jamaica is theory, America is the practical. And, and so when I bring those experiences to Africa, it is not lost on me that I am a representative. I'm a walking representative of you guys in the West. So when I step into those rooms, when I knock on those doors, I know who I'm walking with and what I'm walking into and what I'm representing when I go into these places. So, I just wanted to share with y'all what's going on. I am hosting a meeting for those who are looking to invest, those who are looking to join the company, those who are looking to participate with us to get to the next level. There are opportunities for residency. There's opportunities for so many things through this company in Tanzania. Put it this way, if you're not in this company, where are you? If you're not a part of this, where are you? Because, honey, this is where it is. This is where it is. We have wings. We have the full 100% of the Tanzanian government, and that includes everything you think it includes, including some land, including everything. Honey child, we are at the top. Okay, so go ahead and email me. As I said, I don't see how I can put my comment in here. They've changed so much on this they've changed so much on this app that I use. Let's see. Yes, Jojo is doing great. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, Abeni. Yeah, man. So go to the community section to communicate with me directly. I will be hosting a meeting for new potential investors coming into the company on, let's see, January the 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Give me 1 second. Let me just confirm my calendar because I got a lot going on. Yes, January the 18th, Eastern time. I'm going to get off now. The sun is rising. There is so much to do. I'm super excited about the opportunity that I have. And if you're interested in coming to that meeting, I will share all the information with you via email. So go to the channel, the community section here, and you will see the email address. On that email address, communicate with me directly. We're there. We got it. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.